But welcome everyone who's just showing up here. Kind of just chatting about how this is gonna go. Arena Cove, Lanes, Battlegrounds are the potential maps we'll see in this best of three. And I'm pulling up the Sieve Draft now just to give you guys a quick look. Not something I find all that important in this early bracket, but not early bracket, but early part of the bracket. Um, but nonetheless, here it is. Looks like Jabari has some weird name here, but he's got Byzantines, Lithuanians, Saracens, Huns. He picked Goths, but Goths were sniped, banning Berbers. And then Hans has Britons, Franks, Portuguese, Persians, picked Bulgarians, but were sniped, and then banned Mongols. So, gonna be interesting. I like to see Goths in the mix, though. To see if we haven't seen much. Maybe not at
Yeah.
all.
No, we haven't. I don't think we've seen Goff in the tournament. I also like to see him sniped. As much as I like Goff, I definitely understand why that's what you snipe.
Yeah, absolutely. But nonetheless, we are going to be diving in here in just a second, guys. Hitch, are you ready to go into game one?
I am.
All right. Game one, guys, on Battlegrounds as always. And we'll pause it 5 seconds right before we get started. Welcome and thank you for everyone. Your continued support has been very encouraging. I was debating on casting all these games, and the more that you guys keep showing up, the more I want to keep casting them. So I'm at 5 seconds when you are.
Me too.
Three, two, one, go. Saracens and Persians. Saracens, a civ that I feel like might actually be like an underrated pick on this map.
Why is that?
Well, they have good camels, good archers, can abuse the market if need be. Not bad. I actually like this choice here. Not something that I have thought much about with Saracens on this map, but we haven't
No.
seen them here yet.
That said, Persians we also haven't seen much of.
Yeah, we saw him. What did we see him on? Shallow sandwich mostly.
Well, yeah, that doesn't count.
But nonetheless, we'll see what this is looking like here. Obviously, Persian's fully viable civilization. Town centers working faster, starting in feudal age. Gonna have really good knight line, camel line. Something that we might see, I guess, Commanderon could come into play. Maybe some bonuses I feel like just aren't there, and Commanderon feels like isn't. But we'll see what happens here. Jabari looks like he's got things that working out just fine, the same as Hans here. Both players out on the lumber camps already. Uh, you think we're gonna see any sort of early archer rush from Jabari here with Saracens?
I mean, I'd love it. Um, you've heard me complaining for a while now about the tight wall ups and how that can be dangerous. Blah blah blah. I think if anyone's well suited punish those kind of tight wall up, it's the Saracen Archer play, right? You can bust through palisades so quick, get in and get those Vil kills.
Oof, yeah, Jabari getting real lucky here. Dancing around with this under this TC, loses quite a bit of HP on a scout, but does manage to keep it alive. For the moment, scout for Hans is right here as well.
Yeah, don't. Oh, oh,
Think.
yeah. He might lose this.
Yeah, obviously not the greatest. Oh, Hans turns around, decides to just let him have it. So, not sure I agree with that. I think he should have not done that. But he is going to come in, go ahead and bring in an elephant.
Yeah,
So, I
he
can.
wanted he needed his own elephant. He want to get that in.
Yeah, but he.
Nice big pile of ostriches there. Oh God, that was a horrible lure. Oh no, what?
Yeah.
Oh no, send a Vil, send a Vil. Oh God, send a Vil, send a Vil. Oh God, you're gonna be okay. It's too much. It's too much.
Hitch having a heart attack over here. No worries, guys. He'll live. But Jabari on his way out to the mid already with a few vills. So going to go into that hunt out in the middle nice and early. And nice patch here for him. Honestly, this is nice. There's two elephants within range of this mill as well. So this could be a really lucrative spot for him.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Like, you got a lot of ostrich piled up right there for Haynes, and he's going out for it too. And you know, especially with Haynes, so it feels like the food's pretty close. I like that he's going out there for it.
Yeah, I like that both players this time are going for the middle. We haven't seen that very often. A lot less often than I thought we were going to, actually. So, it'll be very interesting to see how players transition into the next stage here. Nice use of the word lucrative. Thanks, Katos. How are you, Katos? Welcome back. Good to have you. Katos, you're going to be playing in the 1650 bracket, right? So, out of the civilizations here, which civ do you think is favored on this map right now? Because we have scouts, most likely for our Persian player, which has been very, very good going scouts on this map. And Saracens also could go scouts, but more of an archer build, I think we should see from Saracens. What do you
I
think?
I lean towards Persians personally. I think Persians are probably better all around on this map. We haven't seen much of them, and maybe that's because they're better suited for well, people have been picking them, but for douches, and they might be better suited for hybrid maps generally. But I think they're a solid pick for battlegrounds. Having good cavalry, a lot of flexibility, having camels as well. I think it's been one of the big factors that kind of can put a civ ahead on battlegrounds here. It's just access to camels. They don't have to be Indian camels. They don't have to be amazing, but just having camels has turned a lot of games.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely can agree with that, and it's definitely going to be scouts here for Hans, as he's already up, 20 pop up, and it looks like we have more of a 23 pop build here, and maybe Jabari not even with the food here. Yeah, he's just going to build vills. Is this a fast castle attempt?
It's an ambitious wall up, is what it is. But
Yeah, but I think he'll get it up. I think he has the time.
oh yeah, it shouldn't be an issue. What is this elephant? What is this elephant?
He's taking it home. He did that with the other ones as
Oh,
well.
oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, you got them loomed up. It takes some time. It's a lot of idle time, but it's a lot of food, right?
Yeah, he might lose that one though. That one was a lot farther away.
Uh, well, Andy's gonna wall it out.
No, he's got 3 palisades not hit yet, so he'll get in.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
it's gonna
gonna
be
lose
so
it though.
close.
He's gonna lose it.
Oh, he saves
Oh,
it. Wow.
oh,
Calculated. Calculated.
oh! I know Saracen Camel's a great Kato. So I wasn't talking about the matchup there. I was taking Persians overall. I think Persians are. I just prefer Persians, but not. Yeah, the camel was just a general talk. I know Saracens have good camels.
Yeah, but walls are up. Elephant brought all the way back home. Barracks out front here as well, so weak scouts for both to start. I feel like Saracen's going to be able to pull off this fast castle. And
Uh,
even if he loses a few vills here, he's got a
you say
nice.
fast castle, but he never went to gold. So this is not a fast castle,
Yeah, that's true. That
unless
is
he's
a.
selling something for some reason. But that doesn't seem advisable.
Well, I mean, he could sell wood. We've seen a lot of players floating wood on this map. Scouts are in on the vills here. Just 2 of them. Now if the third that is weak comes over, fighting this off here with the vills. It doesn't feel that bad. Did he lose 1 vill already?
I haven't seen
Yeah,
a
he
bill.
lost one at least behind there, I think. But honestly, what, maybe 2 vills? No, 1 vill. Jabari has only lost 1 unit. Spear's out here already.
He
That was
needs to run with
actually.
that weak. Run with the weak Vil, man. Run. Not all of them.
Now that was a really
Don't.
good exchange for him, actually.
No,
Four
that was
scouts, and he lost
amazing.
1 vill. Well, well played. Wow.
Yeah, that worked well. Um. Yeah, I mean, and he doesn't have near. I mean, he has a boar under the TC. It just doesn't feel like he has the food. He never.
Now stable's
I don't
coming
know.
up now.
Yeah.
Double bid
The
X.
barracks didn't make sense. Yeah.
Market is coming up as well. Also, with a fast castle, I don't think he'd be able to afford the second lumber camp. But he is going to market blacksmith here, so maybe he's going to sell wood and go right to Castle Age.
He doesn't. I mean, he'll have the food in a minute or so if he doesn't produce much, but he's not collecting. He's going to stone with 5 vills.
Oh, I don't know. I love it. I love it. He's trying something different, something I don't expect, and
Yeah, I
it's
was gonna say, was he?
confusing the hell out of both of us, so I'm in favor of it. Scouts are here, but a lot of investment from Hans here, and I feel like he has not had any reward. What, one Vil went down? And actually,
Yeah.
wait, did one Vil even go down? You have capture age. Tell me if a Vil died.
Uh, I know how capture age works. Yeah, one died.
Okay, one
One died.
died. So his scout. Oh, his scout
For
is still
4
alive here.
scouts or for 3 scouts?
Versus 4 scouts. Starting
Yeah,
scout that
like
was super weak and 3 full HP
that's
scouts.
not great.
That was
That's not great.
impressive. Spears are here in defense, and Market Blacksmith has been sighted, but on the way to Castle Age.
Yeah, so yeah,
What
there's some market abuse there.
what a build! Gotta love it. He sold 100 stone and probably some wood and bought food and is up because he's just now going to gold. Yeah, very unexpected Manta. I'm loving this build. Like Han's playing great behind this as well. He's produced what? He's got 3 more scouts in the field, so he's produced 6 scouts. He's doing good with his eco. He's got 35 vills. He's almost able to click up, but he's investing into some military, which I don't hate at this time. Saracens,
Yeah.
as his opponent, he's going archers, Persian archers, and skirmishers. So, see how that works out. But honestly, he's got.
I want. Do you think he? Do you think he sees the FC at this point? Does he? You think he
Yeah, he saw the
believes it? Well, yeah, that's
blacksmith.
what I'm saying. But like, but do you believe it on the like? We have not seen very many FCs on this map.
I think you do. Once you see that and you see the walls, I mean, if you look at his scouting, he's
Okay,
already
yeah.
seen heavy walls, market blacksmith, and I think he's got it. I don't know, and maybe not, but based on what his reactions here, because he's walling, he's making sure to wall. He started booming, dropping farms, he's getting some defensive units out.
So here's the issue for me though, is what does Jabari get out of all this?
There's a hole in Hans' woodline. But what does he get out of this? Second
Oh
TC
no.
is what he's
Oh,
going for. So he's gonna
but
try to boom.
he's already 10 vills behind, and Hans is on his way up.
Yeah, I think
You know,
the simple
he's gonna
fact
be
that he
lucky to make
has,
up the gap.
well, he has knights out. If he finds his hole, it'll be amazing. But I don't think he's gonna find the hole. He's not clicked past. But I think what he's gaining here is if your opponent doesn't realize it. If he would have hid the market blacksmith better, I think he would have had a bigger advantage. Because I think Hans probably would have invested a bit more into this.
Yeah, that's just my concern. Is he's still right now 9 vills down. Hans about to come into Castle Age. There's been so much idle TC time for Jabari, so much idle eco time for Jabari that it's a nice build and all. FC, sure, but I don't know. You're gonna have the Persian player in Castle Age just behind you with a big eco lead.
Yeah, it's really a shame. Oh, forward siege workshop as well. But it's a shame he did not click past. There's a hole if you look at the wood line up here.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even see it until just now. And he's just attacking walls. It's a shame. But he will have siege out on the field. He will end up with only, what is this?
Oh, but he's clicked in. He's clicked in.
Finally. But he will end up at a decent spot, especially if he can snipe these 2 vills right here. He'll only
Yeah,
be down by a few.
right, which is, I mean, by what 5, 6, 7. But the thing is, this is what I was talking about. Though. Hans already up and already making camels.
This is true.
So
These knights
it's
find the wood line.
the build. Okay, now this could be some good damage here if he doesn't run. But yeah, but the camels are here. I don't know. I feel like you would have had better value if he had made his own scouts and got some of Hansville in the middle, rather than that forcing that FC time.
Yeah, I mean, there's an argument for both situations. I think he was hoping for surprise here. I don't think you go into this map just planning to FC, but maybe that's just his
Oh, of
plan.
course.
Saracens though got gonna be fine. He's at a one vil. It's about a one vil advantage. He just created one over here on the other side, but things have evened out. Militarily, though, Hans with the lead. And I love Hans's play here. He's out in the middle. He's going to drop a very, very forward town center to try to get some map control here.
No, I do. It's ambitious to do that with only scouts up there, but I mean, where Jabari's military is because he just killed it all. So yeah, rather than getting the gold or closer to him, I like it.
Well, Jabari is going with a double monastery siege play.
Yeah, still over here selling wood when he has next to no wood. So yeah, trying really going all in for this.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Siege Monk push
Yeah.
work on Battlegrounds. That would definitely be proving a whole new world of possibilities in this 1400 bracket, wouldn't it?
Yep. The camels and scouts are over here, though. He feels like there's something over here.
And he knows, and he found it. But the scouts
Two
are there. Scouts,
conversions.
monks. Oh, that's 300 gold. It's gone.
Yeah.
200 gold gone.
Yeah, he ended up getting two conversions. Lots of losses there. Should win this fight at least, but
That's a lot of gold.
Yeah, this will shift the focus here, though, just a bit, because obviously Jabari not going to be moving out from this base of his right now, and we haven't seen that work out well. You have to have some resemblance of map control here.
Yeah, and that's the concern with the FC is, Han's got all this free food in the middle, though he has some idle vills out there still. He's got a TC up. We'll see.
Oh, real nice quick conversion over here. That's a nice play.
Oh yeah. If Hans isn't moving out, it's not going to matter. If he can't move out militarily, the eco's not going to do him a lot of good if he gets killed at home.
Yeah, the issue with this play, though, is it's against Persians. Like, of all civs to be lucky enough to have on this map now, it's hard to take a very long time with all this HP on these town centers.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, even Han said it himself here, Huang. But
Yep.
Huang against Persians is not ideal.
Yeah, yeah. But hey, I mean, I love the play though. It's something we haven't seen, and I think Hans has played it so well. Like, I would be dead. Like, I'm almost certain I would die to this.
I just wish he'd be getting... Okay, Light Cav tech is now coming in, just as I was saying it. I think he needs Light Cav out here. He can't just go Knights and Camels of the amount of monk production we're seeing. And Saracen monks are no joke.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar with monk techs because I'm not someone who goes with them very often. But I like the attempt here, and we have... Is it going to be pikemen? Because we have a bunch of spearmen out. So pike siege push with monks feels pretty good here. Oh, just Jabari.
It takes 64. It takes 64 mangonel shots to kill a Persian DC. Like, this is going to be a minute.
You're not going to get that insightful math anywhere else, guys.
A lot of vills coming forward. He does have the stone for a castle. There's a little bit of military out front.
In-your-face castle. Oh.
Jabari buying stone himself. He knows he needs a castle. He's heavy on stone, and he just bought some. Yep, his own castle coming up. And that's about the best you can hope for. Hans would be out of this if he didn't have another TC up already. Yeah. Out in the middle, if he wasn't already expanding a little bit.
Yeah, he's going to lose quite a few farms here, but most of them have been pretty well used, minus the one that's not completed yet. But building a defensive castle behind this with Persians, I mean, not bad. Even if you lose the town center here, at least you are able to prevent any push after that. And I think that's the time that he needs to really get this eco to work well for him here.
Yeah, and worth noting, so far we still have more vills for Hans through all this pressure and all the vill losses he's had. He's just been able to keep it together here.
Yeah, I think idle TC has been a big deal for Jabari.
And Jabari sees the castle here, and it's got to be a disappointment for him.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, he is in the middle now. He does have a TC coming up in the middle, so prioritizing it a little bit. Another TC for Hans in a nice position that probably won't be spotted for a long time in the northern corner as well.
Yeah, that'll be nice, safe eco for him. And look at these houses coming up for Hans. This is the kind of stuff that has me so excited about moving to this higher bracket. Is he's thinking ahead and planning ahead, and trying to put up some walls here. And I feel like we didn't see this in the lower bracket. This kind of forethought. Giovanni, we have Saracens who did an FC with some market abuse against Persians, with a monk siege push against the Persian player right now.
Yeah, and it's turning into a really interesting game. I mean, I would love to see Jabari use some of these monks he has to go get these relics on this map. Any sort of additional income that's, passive for him would be spectacular at this point. Light Cav upgrade huge, as you alluded to, against these monks. And obviously a TC going to be going down here, but
Yeah,
it's not the end
I'm.
of the world here at all. Han's doing an
Yeah, no,
excellent
he's
job.
not using his TC. I'm a little worried about the lack of military numbers on the field for Hans, but he's got an 11 12 lead right now. Three TCs producing, and a lot more consistent production than Jabari's been able to manage.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really feel the concern because he's under no threat now, like, as to where his eco is. It's been safe, he hasn't seen anything, and Jabari not doing a good job scouting out the rest of the map. We switch over to his
No,
scouting. He doesn't have any clue whatsoever. This is a farm
I mean,
that's here that
you
he
know,
cannot see, I don't think. But
and you can imagine he might have kind of the perspective, the thought right now. He might be thinking, I've pushed this guy, I've killed his first TC. He's got this castle, but I just got to get to Imp and I'll trap it down and it'll be GG.
yeah, and
That's not the case.
that's going to be a very important thing to look into is what when players are getting up. And honestly, I feel like if Hans balances his eco a little bit more, he's good to go.
Yeah, a lot on wood right now. He's just
Oh, this is beautiful. Look at this beautiful play. He's getting all the ostrich on the map. He's not even going to invest in any more farms right now, it looks like, out in the north. He's just going to take the resources we provided for him.
yeah. Look at this. Jabari is starting to explore for these camels, but he's like, okay, well, if he expanded, did he expand over here onto the east corner? Is he over here on the northeast? Not finding him because he went all the way to the other end.
Yeah, I mean, he will find it, it looks like, because he is going to continue to scout here, but I mean, so few numbers. Now, this is where the military presence starts to become a concern, because those
Yeah, it's
TCs
22
are
to
vulnerable.
6.
But
This is
Imperial Age coming in, heavy
oh,
camo will be devastating here.
Imperial Age coming in for both players.
Oh, oh my.
We had some more market abuse, but a bunch of stone fold from Jabari.
Yeah,
The
that might be
Saracen
an
bonus.
issue soon, though, because there's not a lot of stone on the map, and if you sell too much stone, not gonna be able to repair castles.
Yeah, and I mean yeah, definitely. This is a concern here. Is Jabari's running out of gold at home? He's got next to none left, 300 left, so running
Yeah,
out
but
very
he
quickly.
he is in the middle though on a
He
giant sack
is,
of gold.
but there's a siege workshop. There are spears. There's military pressuring his DCs, and he has not started producing up there yet.
Yeah, he just got the stables up, so but he's getting a lot of stables up, so production will come quickly. And honestly, his eco with that is going to be pretty damn good. I mean, he's got a bunch queued up already. He's housed though. This is going to be a big problem. But the nice thing for him, earlier Castle Age, faster to the Trebs, might really pay off here. A
Yeah,
Mameluke sighting in the middle of the map. Sorry, had to. So we're going to have 5, potentially 6 stables in the north here. Jabari can't really pressure down here at the moment. Sending in rams one by one is not how to play the game. We're going to waste a lot of resources there, Jabari.
yeah, and the two trebs already being produced, so
Well, not
yeah.
yet. Housed for days, so
Oh yeah, look at that.
Needs to fix that problem. He's trying to get houses up. He's only got 2 villas building houses, and every time he gets something up, he's pop cat because he can't produce.
It's houses are slowly coming up in the north. It's you know just all that pressure come in. He's been losing houses consistently to the castle fire. It's not the most shocking thing in the world. He's had this trouble putting houses up on the wood line in a panic. He knows this is an issue.
Yeah, I mean this is like the point where like I feel so bad for him, but I've done this a million times myself, and it's where I get housed like this, and I desperately need to produce. It's just unfortunate. Well, that said, heavy camel not even on its way in yet for either player. Oh, some nice quick walls over here on the trebs for Jabari. Gonna keep those safe for the time being. They will run around these, but still not bad.
Now, finally, some military on the field. Military numbers are even, like, finally, for the first time in a while. And Hans still has roughly a 10-ville lead. He's maintained this lead. It's such a shame though, about the housing, though, because he should have had the Treb lead, and instead he didn't get a lot out of that earlier imp.
Yeah, it's not ideal for sure, but I really like his position, and I think Jabari is
I,
doing an okay job not abusing
I
the
just
market, but he has abused
I
it
just
quite a
don't
bit.
like the lack of production. You have 600 food, you need light cav, and you have nothing queued up. How many of these camels? He's gonna lose one, two, three, 3 or 4 camels.
Ooh,
Like,
I missed the exchange, but
yeah,
yeah.
he lost 3 camels, and he has 800 food. He could have been building light cav that whole time, but there's been a lack of production from Hans this whole match.
Yeah, and unfortunately not repairing his castle at home, losing it. And his treb will go down here. He won't even take out the castle from Jabari. Jabari's starting to run away with this. Yep, GG. I think not being able to move out and build houses at the appropriate times lost Hans the game here. Being housed
Yeah,
for all that time hurt him
that's
so much.
100%. I would say not paying attention to his houses lost him that game. I think unequivocal. If he had had housing to produce trebs when he needed them, if he had housing to produce camels when he needed them, to produce light cav when he needed them, if he had just been spending his resources, because like still ending the game with 5,000 wood, if those were farmers instead of wood choppers, if he was building light cav, he would have been fine.
Yeah, it was a rough transition at the end here, and I think he had plenty of time to build these houses at the beginning. Like we were talking, these TCs in the north were very late finds. He could have had a ton of houses already pre-built. He didn't have the production buildings at a good enough time either. I know he lost some here with this early push, but having to force 6 stables down in the north, all within like the last like seven
Yeah,
eight
I
minutes
mean,
of the game.
exactly. And with the kind of wood he was floating, he should have known to build that production earlier whenever he started getting pushed to home.
Exorcist, we had Pike for Jabari, not for Hans.
Was it even Pike? I thought I only saw spears.
No, he did have pikemen.
Okay.
I don't think there's any left alive, but there are definitely pikemen on the map. Nonetheless, guys, hell of a first game. I'm looking forward to continuing this one. Both players coming out with some interesting civs, and Jabari's Saracen's play turns out to work out for him. So,
You know,
GG's.
and I want to say is that the first real FC attempt we've seen really work on Battlegrounds in this tournament? Like, have we seen any other FCs succeed?
Not on this map, no. Not whatsoever. But, guys, just an insane start to this set. Looking forward to game 2 here. We will be going to Hans's home map, which I believe. Let me pull this up. I think it's Arena Cove.
I'm trying to
It
trying to
is
find their submission.
Arena
Okay,
Cove, guys. Gonna see it. Let's load it up. Finally, we get to see one of our hybrid maps in this 1400 bracket.
You're right, Exorcist. It's it's a lot of walling when they aren't actually FCing, so I don't know what to make of that.
Yeah, walling has been very interesting. Timings have been interesting for walls. Lots of trying to find the meta, I guess, is how I should say it. Just feels like it hasn't quite worked out. But game number 2, guys, Arena Cove, coming up right now as Jabari took game number 1. I am at 5 seconds when you're ready, Hitch.
I am ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Important
Byzantines for Jabari. Go.
Byzantines. Byzantines for Jabari, Portuguese for Hans. Not too surprising there.
Not at all. This map, for those of you who haven't seen it, Arena Cove. It's our arena adaptation with this beautiful cove in the middle, which will be quite the interesting topic coming into this. Byzantines with the faster firing fire ships, Portuguese with more HP ships. Earlier in this matchup, do you prefer more HP on ships or faster firing ships? Will be interesting to see what happens here.
I mean,
Hans,
I favor Portuguese on water, but long term Byzantines over the whole map, right?
mm, I don't even know who I favor on the late game here. Portuguese, I feel like the big there's not even really a weakness to Byzantines. Byzantines are such a weird civ where they counter so many things with their cheap trash. And on this map, I think I actually favor fast fires or faster firing fire ships here. Nevertheless, we've had quite a few changes on this map, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the hunt was meant to be outside the walls, correct? That
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
that's
that was how we left it.
yeah.
Well, what did we change? We needed the elephants inside the walls, correct?
Elephants have always been inside the walls. Nothing's changed recently on this map. It's been pretty consistent because for the past 4 or 5 months, it's been pretty consistent. You know, we did some messing around with the wood lines outside, with the hills outside. We had some crazy huge wood lines before that were just too much, but not so much that.
Yeah, that's true. We did change that a bit. Less wood on the map outside here of the walls, it looks like as well. So looks good. I have to bring this up because it happened to me and it's something I didn't expect. Weasel and I have played quite a few games together. I've tested some maps with him, and this was one of them. And guys, you can land here on this section. Over here is probably a better way to show you. You can land vills here, and they can stroll right into your eco. So I am a big fan of a wall right here. Absolute fan of a wall right there and there. Just saying. I don't know if anyone here in the 1400 bracket ever saw that game, and I really doubt it, but I got wrecked by Malay elephants at that point. So, just want to bring that up for you guys. Could happen to you. Might not. Nonetheless, we have a dock for each player already up, and we'll see who is faster to the fishing ships. Looks like it will be Hans, so see how that works out for him. And Jabari getting housed here.
And Manta also pointing out that he also died to the weasel elephant sneak, so you don't have to be alone in your shame.
Mant and I have a lot in common, it feels. We've both played with Weasel a lot. We've played together a lot. Um, the only game that I've ever seen on Trade Hub was the one that I played against the Manta. And that was a filthy game. I actually won that one, so I'm proud of that one. But that one was rough. Nonetheless, back to the game here as we're drifting off. Both players here going onto water is what we expect here, and I'm looking forward to seeing who gets their second dock up and seeing if the transition is good for both players. A lot of players forget to go to gold in a timely manner, and I feel like that can lose water for a player.
Yeah, both players have an exposed gold, so that's pretty balanced here. One thing we did, you were talking about the map earlier. One thing we did change at one point is we used to have berries on the map, but to push people onto the water and to make the fights in feudal more important, we did elect to take those out. A long time ago, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh, Han's on gold though.
No, Kados. No one has tried to Persian transport and douche. That has not happened. That would be a very entertaining game, but I agree with Exorcist. It would be too slow, I think.
Not too slow for the 1200 bracket. Someone should have done it there.
All right, Hans on his way up, immediately shifting 4 to gold, and Jabari same. Very very balanced game here. 2 docks to 1 dock. Need the second dock to come up for Hans though.
Yeah, it's lacking the wood right now. But he's sending a lot more onto wood, so hopefully he'll be catching up shortly. But I mean, if he's up, a minute earlier, he has a little bit of flexibility getting production out first.
Yeah, not going to be up a minute early though. Just about 2 seconds, and that could be a big
Oh,
problem here. As if this dock doesn't come up, oof, oof.
yeah. The texts for Jabari are frozen in Capture Age, so I'm going to reconnect.
Capture age fooling even you, sir. All right, there's the second dock. It will be up pretty good time. So we'll see how this one works out. Unfortunately, Jabari has been on shorefish for a few, and he is just now relocating his fish. We have 4 fishing chips for Hans and only 3 for Jabari. So we'll see who definitively wins water here. Important to see. Fire galley. Oh no, Jabari or Hans' house, so he can only produce 1 fire ship, and that will give Jabari a slight edge here. Exorcist, we saw a Khmer, or not Exorcist, Manta, we saw a Khmer play on here where they didn't even go water. Did a super fast castle and then forward siege push with monks. It was impressive. I don't even remember who did that. Important note, Hans bringing up dock number 3. It was BBB Funky, that's right. I was trying to think of who it was. Yep, it is on YouTube. No problem, Gatos. Fire ships here for both. Gonna be tangling up here. It's 2v2 right now, but honestly, I think that Hans will take the advantage here with the 3 docks. Oh no, third dock for Jabari as well. And Jabari has a little bit better production. Hitch having issues getting back in, are we?
No, I just haven't had anything useful to say.
Fair enough. Demo Raft on its way out here as Hans will have the slight advantage in number at the moment. Hans doing a lot of runner ships here. Not trying to save
Toughest.
him, but
Uh,
that demo wasn't the greatest.
yeah,
He will take the lead here and should win this fight. Unfortunately, he's probably going to lose that fire galley, though. Yep.
yeah. It's tight here. This is and this is one of the ones where it's tough. How long do you stay on fire ships, right?
Well, the problem is you have to stay on fire ships now until you have a break
Mm-hmm.
in the action. And
Exactly.
there's not much you can do other than that until that happens. And if you go galley too soon and can't mass them, it becomes a problem. Now, I don't know, what's the food count for both of these players right now? Looks like,
Low. I mean,
well,
yeah.
Hans having that extra fishing chip is paying off. It looks like he does have a little bit more food that he's been working with. Not a ton, not a big difference, but small things here. Is the Byzantine player on 3 docks? Yes. Jabari does have 3 docks up. They're both producing. Jabari doing a little bit better job bringing back the low HP ones and actually repairing them, it looks like, though. As this is the first time Hans was able to do so.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just 7-6. It's just been close this whole
Oh,
thing.
Jabari wants to win water. He is on to his 4th docks now. It's coming up. And eco-wise, I don't know if he can support it without getting more in gold. It will be a short-term investment here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's tough for dock production. I mean, this is the point. At what point do you feel like you can let off the gas? I mean, like at this point you're almost committed to you got to win it, right? With how much they've put in.
Yeah, I mean, very important to note, as I just realized, we have Hans outside of his walls in the north collecting some hunt as well. So he's thinking about shifting his food eco a little bit. Red, I don't think he's going to win this, actually. 4 docks versus 3 Exorcist.
Yeah, I mean, but we have, yeah, and then you also have Jabari does have the faster firing. The fight's closer to Jabari. He's got that home
Demo!
field advantage. Demo. This
Huge
is gonna be a
demo. Huge demo.
good demo. Great demo. Okay, but this is the thing though. Military numbers 5-5.
Yeah,
5-5.
Demos out, though. 3 fire ships.
Split them. Split them. Split them. Okay, that's not the worst, but still, 4-3. It's.
Oh no, a misclick, I believe. Fishing ships coming out here for Hans.
Oh, you mean produce? Maybe he felt like he had the lead a minute ago and he queued him up. But
That's just gonna be unfortunate. Oh.
as we were just talking about, like you can't let up the gas. The moment you do, the lead snowballs.
Yeah, and 2 more fishing ships about to come out are gonna get 0 value here, and we're gonna have only 1 fire galley. And production behind this for Hans, not great.
Yeah, worth noting the eco. You mentioned that Hans was on that hunt. Hans also has 6 farms over here, and there is no land food eco for Jabari. None at all. He has to win water because his only food eco right now are these 3 fishing ships.
Yeah, he just dropped a couple farms. But on the plus
Yep.
side, he is winning water now, and he should, although there is a shit ton of demo rafts about to be released, this could be problematic here for Jabari. Fishing ship's gonna go down for Hans, but if these demos do...
Hans is going to click
Yeah.
Castle Age.
Wow.
That's that food eco. He's had the fishing ships and he had the land eco. Jabari only has 11 food in the bank compared to Hans, who's going to be able to click Castle.
What time are you at?
What are you? The time you're at, I'm looking at your screen.
Okay.
If I said 11 and he wasn't exactly 11, he didn't click Castle, but he's going to be able to.
Well, that's why I was concerned. I was like, he hasn't
I
clicked
didn't.
Castle.
I did never said that he clicked Castle. I said he's going to.
Yeah,
He's got the blacksmith up, he's got the market, and now he's clicked Castle.
and Hans, 570 stone with villagers coming forward.
All right, so we know the plan here. I think it was a mistake that he lost the water there. I think he meant to keep fighting for it.
4 demos
But
available though here, a few fire ships.
yeah, he'll help even it out. But 5 vills, drop a castle. He can. Well, this is going to be brutal. Look at the stone position. He's going to deny all of his stone
Oh.
and one of his 5 tile golds.
Well, he doesn't see the stone on the inside, so depending on the castle placement, it may be a little awkward here. 1 dock going down here for Hans, but I don't think he'll go on water at all after this. So it's important to note that fishing ship numbers have started to rise here, as we have, what is this? 8 fishing ships for Jabari out. So he is going to take advantage of this big win on water. He is oh, what's his eco resources look like? That's Gaia.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's still quite away from food he needs.
Yeah.
Take a minute for these fishing ships to click in. But I do love that. For whatever complaints you can have about his play, he was very efficient about like, okay, I have one water, I need to capitalize on it now, and he got those fishing ships out.
Yeah, important thing that we need to pay attention to is we need fire ships, and we do have one, it looks like, searching the water, but I think we need to have these patrolling the shoreline, making sure that that stays his. You need to keep water after you win it here. Castle is coming forward.
Yeah, and Jabari can't see this.
Yeah.
Oh no, he can. He can't. Oh, can he? Or is that a bug?
He can see
I
that.
don't know.
I think he can see that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he can. It's just barely because the market came up.
Yep.
The market came up and it looks like he has Town Watch, I think.
Yeah, and Jabari, Town Watch is free for Byzantines.
Oh, yeah, look at that. So he does have it. See, I know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Jabari is walling behind here with houses, so he's expecting the pressure to come in, but, we could see a transport. Winning water, and this eco, nothing to defend it here, just a few town centers. Literally not a single military building on this side of the map right now for Hans.
Yeah, it's going to be awkward. It's unfortunate for Hans. You wanted to get more of a surprise with a move like that. But he's going to break in here soon. He doesn't have any military behind it, but he's going to break in.
Yeah, and Hans gonna be losing some houses. He's already, that one gold is exposed, like you said. Gonna lose a lumber camp, which isn't the biggest of deals. But he is starting to spread out. Jabari is making sure that he keeps this water, looks like anyways. But,
Oregon gun.
let's go. Gotta love this play. Organ guns, never thought organ guns myself. I love it. I love it.
If Jabari hadn't won water, if Hans was able to keep that, Jabari would be in a terrible position right now because he wouldn't have the eco to build anything. But I think Jabari is going to be able to afford military here.
Yeah, but what does Jabari make? Archers and spears? That's what he's making.
That is what he's making.
3 town centers all going to be on one screen here. Siege workshop coming down, so maybe just going to be have some mangonels, which would be a great idea here. You never thought he was going to go. Nope, it didn't even cross my mind. Unique units are never something I think right off the bat. Like, oh, he's going to go organ guns.
Hoping for it, but we're allowed to get excited even if it's predictable. Tell me, didn't Jabari go too much on water? And I'm saying that with both military and fish at this point.
Ooh, that is a lot of fishing ships. However,
that's a lot of fire ships.
However, I think he wasn't convinced that he won it because the docks were garrisoned, so I do not mind it. He made sure that he won it. Because whenever you had the flags, you don't know how much is in there, so I do not hate that.
This is a Siege Workshop, Maganel coming out, this TC is going to get pushed, and there's not a convincing answer here.
Gonna die. Mangonels do great, though. Obviously not microed, but I think we have to see Onager.
But you're not going to see Onager anytime soon with this. Oh, I guess he's halfway. He could, but he needs to spend the rest now. That's the thing. He needs an answer now. He doesn't need an answer in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, winning water, but
transport.
Yeah, from who?
From Jabari. He's got a knight on transport.
Oh yeah, he's starting to produce the knights. I feel like he needs these at home right now, though.
Yeah.
I guess one knight could, or 2 knights could do a ton of damage here.
There is cheap imp for Jabari. It's just he needs the res right now, right? He can't wait.
Jabari's not able to cheap imp. There's no way.
Yeah, exactly.
Look how fast
he's got to do something now.
2 mangonels.
He has no stone. He's off of one of his golds. This is, but the knights, 2 knights coming over. This castle's perhaps a little too late. No barracks at home.
Yeah, no upgrades on the knights. I mean, if it goes unnoticed, this could be massive play. But I think he dies at home.
Yeah, he doesn't have. I mean, there are 2 mangonels. A lot of organ guns here.
Yeah, no. I think Jabari's dead. 100%. I don't think he can defend from this.
No, I
The
don't think.
siege
I mean,
workshop will go down pretty quickly, and scouts starting to be added as well. It looks like. So light cav is probably on its
yeah.
way in. Kados, thank you for subbing again, gifting a sub even. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, knights doing damage, but no upgrades. He sees garrison. These knights will melt. No upgrades, and yeah, the siege workshop should be dead. Rams even coming in here. Han's gonna take this game.
Oh, yeah, a nice Mangonel shot, but you're only getting style points at this point. There's no coming back from this, right?
Yeah.
And it's such a shame. Jabari has his 10 vil, 12, 13 vil lead with all these fishing ships. But look, you've got 17 fishing ships trying to fish from one fish.
Yeah.
It's overinvestment on water.
Yeah, I mean, a very desperation move here with the castle for Jabari. And he's trying to fight Mangonels off with Vils. I think we'll see the GG here very shortly.
I mean, Vil's killing Magnel's here. There's Hans has a lot more eco at the moment, even with that night raid. I don't know.
17 fishing ships trying to take one shorefish. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, he can hold here in this corner for a while, but, I mean, the 64 Vils, or actually 76 Vils,
He
is
has
very deceptive.
no food. He has no food. These fishing ships are doing nothing.
Yeah.
He's no farms working. I mean, he's stuck in this situation with no food. And Hans, he's gonna if there is no GG, he's just gonna quit. Like, I mean, he's just gonna go to Imp and kill. Like
Yep.
he.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like.
And Jabari actually queued up galleys. He has
Actually,
galleys queued up.
Han's buying food, so he's buying Imp here.
Yeah. Very awkward we're
Ooh.
seeing galleys being produced. Maybe Jabari says you can't kill me on water for a long time.
Yeah, but I mean, Imp is coming in for Hans, and I mean, Jabari has no answer for Castle Age. He's not going to have any answer as soon as there's a Treb in here to take out this castle.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the organ guns doing amazing work here. I mean, just a matter of time here, honestly. He's gonna run out of everything he has except for wood soon, and then space will be the problem as well.
I
like you
think he
said.
would have had it if he would have ever looked at this fishing eco and reassigned these fishing ships to the other fish over on the left side. He might have had a chance, but he didn't have any food to produce any military.
Yeah.
Good Mangonel shots still coming in. I mean, but
Yeah, but when Imp hits here, I think we'll see the GG. I don't think Jabari is gonna drag this one on for too long here. Won't have access to gold soon is correct. He's got 21 Vils bumping back and forth to collect the gold.
those are almost as bad as the fishing ships on the shorefish.
Yep.
But that's his whole eco, that and wood.
Yeah, he's got a ton of idols right now. Rams gonna come in and take out a lot of this as well here behind this. And honestly, just waiting for the Imp to hit now. And he's gonna actually go take out. He's gonna be able to range the gold. There's nothing defending the gold either, so that hurts him.
Yeah, Jabari buying food. He's trying to buy his own Imp here.
He does. He
Yeah.
buys it, but what can he produce? Trebs, Knights.
I mean,
Not much.
Trebs are a unit that he can build, but he's going to be beat to the Trebs by 3 minutes.
Yep.
And with nothing to back those Trebs up.
Yeah, and it's not as if Jabari can push out with Trebs. He has nothing to support it. Being pushed away from his only gold pile. Another castle coming up here for Hans as well, so Trebs already on their way.
I like that Jabari here. He's putting down farms. He's trying to fix this eco here. I just he's so packed in right now. And another castle coming up for Hans.
Yeah, this will just help with the Treb production here and the organ gun production. Losing some organ guns to fire ships, not something you see every day. Fishing chips were clicked to the right direction, but they're all trying to fish one area now. Ville's gonna try to kill off some trebuchets here. That probably won't last long. A cataphract comes out though.
I mean, that could be the game changer. What if he gets Elite Cataphract Logistica and then goes full Scouts? Maybe that is the key.
Yeah, it does get rid of a treb, but capped rams coming in here as well, and still producing galleys. I'm not sure what Jabari's trying to do in water here. Even getting the war galley upgrade, so maybe thinking he can save some of his farming eco with this.
I think his best hope right now, if you want to call it that, is transporting Vills to the north corner of the map.
Yep.
But that's if you're just being stubborn.
Yeah. Treb's slowly coming in here. This is it's impressive he survived this long to have any eco left, but like you said, 17 on water, not exactly
Yeah,
what you want to see.
the numbers are a little deceiving. It's fish amazing early on, but not so efficient now.
Yeah, and honestly, with all the forward siege workshops, I think we should have seen bombard cannon added, since he's trying to go Portuguese organ guns. Would have been able to produce organ guns and bombard cannon.
I really think Hans needs to get more non-organ guns here. He's just losing them to Mangonels.
Yeah, but he knows he's won this. Honestly, I mean, he can do what he wants at this point. Like, he knows where his opponent is completely. Like, he's not been scouting, I suppose, or he has a scout out there. But I mean, Jabari howls right now. Can't even produce. Castle goes down 45 population space. There's really no way back from this from him. So GG does finally come in here as Jabari tried to give it his all. Hans looking impressive here with that switch onto land right there. Great transition.
I'm excited here for game 3. Not many of those so far.
Yeah, and been some really, really good sets. Really close games. Yep. Um, but I think that the extra investment on water probably did a lot to affect this one. But hey, Hans getting game number 2, and we will move on to the next game after a quick look at statistics here. Hope you guys are enjoying this. This has been a really close set. I know I'm happy to have finally seen Arena Cove. But next home map gonna be the choice of Jabari, and he has chosen lanes. Anyone have any predictions as to who's taking this set now? A quick update for you guys on Civ's selections. We had a win for Portuguese, a lose for Byzantines for this is Jabari. And then we had a win for Portuguese, a loss for Persians. We have Franks and Britons left for Hans, Huns and Lithuanians remaining for Jabari. Last map is lanes.
Lanes, lanes, lanes.
I'm at 5 seconds when you are ready, sir.
I am ready.
3, 2, 1, go. Huns for Jabari, and we have Franks for Hans. Interesting. Honestly, I was expecting to see Britons here.
Yeah, I definitely love Britons here, but these are 2 strong civs. It's hard to complain.
Yeah. Very, very interesting. People are keeping up with picking Huns on quite a few maps lately. I like Huns, but Yeah, I agree. Exorcist, exactly my thoughts. Franks should be better here, in my opinion. Cheap castles, something that we haven't seen a lot of here. Huns, or not Huns, Franks haven't been picked, but maybe 2 times actually. Looking at the maps for both players, whose do you prefer?
Well, let's see here. I mean, you got a wood line, a little bit more in the way of wood lines for Jabari, so he's going to have a little bit easier wall up. All of his golds are middle to back versus a forward gold for Hans. If I had to say, it looks like the map favors Jabari here. The exception being his forward berries, and with how often we see Drush and Men at Arms on here, that could be an issue.
Yeah, I think I actually prefer Hans's map just because of the Frank bonus on berries and those berries not being as forward. I don't like his walling options, but I don't think it's necessary to wall if he's going to be able to be aggressive and get up to like 20 pop scouts potentially. We'll see what happens here. Huns obviously getting the wood saved from building houses. Really not much of an eco bonus in the early game by any means. Franks, though, getting berries and getting the farm upgrades for free. So Franks definitely will have the advantage early here as far as eco goes. Oh, Jabari going for the lames.
Yeah, and we haven't seen much in the way of laming on lanes, but I definitely feel like it's a map that lends it to it's a fixed location start, um, so you don't have to explore around the map a bunch to find your opponent.
Yep, and Jabari running away, giving up, saving the scout. But honestly, this is really good for Franks. And as you guys are alluding to in chat, Funky said it. Theoretically, Cav Archers won't be as good because they don't have as much mobility on this map. Absolutely the truth. And Hitch, look at this guy gifting a sub. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Game three gift sub.
Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Guys have been great. Sub count is probably at like a record right now for me, so much appreciated. Hans failing with pushing the deer, unfortunately, but will bring in the boar, so should be just fine. We are going to see Jabari go out here to berries nice and early. Franks, I love this play. I think that Franks have been severely underrated in the 1200 bracket, and I think seeing them here in the 1400 bracket is impressive. Thank you again, Hitch. You make this awkward. I don't know how to thank you and continue to talk at the same time, but thank you, thank you.
The Manta is sad. We can't have a sad Manta.
This is a good point. Good point. Nonetheless, thank you guys for all the support. Seriously, it's been insane. And you guys know that whatever you guys give me as far as support, I end up giving you guys back in prize pools. So, you guys are just sponsoring the next event, basically. So I appreciate it. Deer coming in, kind of getting away from Hans here. So I try to focus on the game here. Couple deer already pushed in. So Hans getting up really nice and early at 20 pop, click, or 21 pop with the scout. And I like what he's doing here. He's going to put the barracks and stable in front of the berries to protect that even more. As a barracks is just now on its way up. And oh, what does we have here? We have forward coming. It looks like Jabari going to try to sneak some vills.
Frank's underrated. First time I heard that.
Well, I feel like they were severely underrated in the 1200 bracket. I don't think we saw them, but maybe one time in the entire bracket.
It's true. I mean, we didn't see them a lot, but it's still quite the statement to make. We talk about the mobility of cav archers. We talk about this stuff here, but really, what it comes down to, most lanes games are decided in feudal age.
Absolutely.
Whether that's men at arms, whether it's scouts, archers, usually the winner's clear in Feudal Age,
Oh,
so it may not come
Jabari.
down to knights and cav.
Oh,
So it may not come
Jabari.
down to knights and cav archers.
Jabari with the sneak. It gets by. It's in. The walls were not fast enough.
Ooh, the sneak. Jabari is a sneaker. I knew that.
Just now figuring it out that we're talking about Jabari. Man at Arms actually the choice, or Militia the choice here for Jabari. Do you think he's gonna attempt some sort of an FC here? No, he's on his way to feudal already. My apologies. Um, yeah, will be interesting. Sneakyville. We'll be very curious to see if this works out. Honestly, I don't know what he's going to put back here. I guess it's probably his stable or an archery range.
Archer range should make more sense, right? Like, I mean, why sneak with a stable? I
Yeah,
guess he could. I mean, it's not like it wouldn't work. It seems like a lot of work for a stable.
yeah, well, Feudal Age is about to click, and he has a ton of wood, so I would expect him to drop it. Very beautiful walling from him, as well as Jabari's going to have safe wood lines. Gold, not completely walled in. Some idle vills, though, I feel like, I don't know what the idle time is, but I think I've seen a little bit too much idle time here, to be honest. Militia forward, and will be man at arms, but does Hans see this? He sees the militia, so maybe just get rid of that man at arms click now.
Yeah, but not much time left to do it, and he
Yeah,
has not.
man at arms comes in. That's such a waste when you get discovered that early and you start to lose them before they even become man at arms. Quite unfortunate. It will be an archery range in the back with the sneaky Vil. This could be devastating. Jabari, does he see the woodline? No, Jabari sees nothing. This is kind of unfortunate for him here. He doesn't see anything back here. He's going to put a barracks back here as well, so probably going to get some pikes to go with this push. As Jabari
I mean, yeah,
gets
that could work.
gets everything walled up here as well, so scouts, unless there's a hole, which I don't think there is, Jabari going to have a big surprise for his opponent here. Now,
Yeah, so,
do you wait to Castle Age till you have crossbow?
and
Or do
that's
you go...
exactly what I was just about to say. Is how long do you wait to show this?
I think you wait till Castle Age. You mass as many as you possibly can. Exorcist, are you a fan of XC wall or FC maps or not? I'm not sure your stance on these at the moment.
I think Exorcist's position is that every map's an FC map because he's better than his opponents.
Ah, maybe. But I like that we have what I feel like is a vast variety of maps here. Oh, Han's going out here. Ooh, he's not going to see it. Going to put the lumber camp closer to the wall here.
Yeah, this is kind of an all or nothing kind of thing here for Jabari, right? Like if this works or it doesn't, I feel like.
No. Just not a fan of Hitch. Oh my. Look at this guy over here. I actually don't think this is make or break here. I think if he waits for the appropriate numbers, he has to get fletching. You might have to tell me if he got fletching yet or not.
No
But
fletching.
no fletching. So, needs to get fletching before showing these for sure. Obviously, there comes in right now. So, we'll see what he goes with here. But honestly, his eco behind this is still okay. It's not great. It's losing.
I
He's
mean,
got a lot of
he's
TC idle time.
five vills down. It's 40 seconds of idle time to 2 minutes and 40 seconds for Jabari.
Well, we
so.
have our answer. The archers and one spear moving out now that they have fletching. Will he be able to do enough damage on this wood line?
There's a hill too.
Oh, it's unnoticed until... Oh, he still hasn't
Boom.
noticed.
2. Oh, not 2? What are you doing?
No,
Fire.
he repositioned.
I did
Now it's
that was
2.
a mistake.
Yeah, but it's unnoticed. I don't understand what Hans is doing here. He
No,
finally reacts and he decides to fight spears.
Oh no.
Oh. The sneak is gonna give Jabari the Vil lead. And
Absolutely.
honestly, tower in a rough spot here. I actually hate this tower. I think it should be on the hill.
I mean, it might not get denied, but it will lose some vills if Jabari's paying attention, and he's not.
Yeah, second archery range coming up back here. He sees it now. Is he gonna sit under this? He's gonna sit under. He's gonna get at least one more Vil. What a play! The Sneakville doing an amazing job here for Hans or for Jabari. Hans in a bit of trouble now.
A second archer range coming up in the back, and he's committed to this archer play.
Yep, but Castle Age is on its way in for Hans.
Yeah, and with only 7 farms, Jabari's nowhere close to Castle Age. It's not, as pointed out already, it's not great here.
Yeah, and honestly, if he can get himself a night or two out, he should be just fine here. Super dead. Yeah, I don't think Jabari is dead yet. We had to see what Hans can do with this. His eco, he can afford one night right now, just now getting back onto gold. Skirmishers are out though, lacking fletching, lacking armor, not going to be the greatest, but they do have the hill at least. This Vil's still alive back here as well, so we'll see if anything happens there. Back at home, Jabari is starting to focus on some farm eco, so yeah, I think the second range was a little bit too much. I think that should have been farms, as the archers will be cleaned up here. Looks like they had a pause, not a big deal. But 2 stables now for Hans.
And Jabari's own stable coming up at home. He's getting ready for what's got to come here.
Yeah. What's Jabari's eco look like? Far away. He's still producing archers, actually. Archers and spears. Oh.
I mean,
Exorcist thinks he's
Vil,
dead, so we'll
yeah,
see.
we got a 5 Vil lead for Jabari, but he was no military at home. How is he gonna respond even to a knight and 2 skirms? Like,
Yeah.
what can he even do against that?
Yeah, archers come in here on the other wood line, and they do take out one Vil. Create a good bit of idle time here, but shouldn't really get anything else done here. And, oh, a stable at a sneak stable, too? I feel like this is way too much investment now, but I guess you have to try to distract your opponent, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess any military that's sitting at home destroying this stuff is not attacking him, but
Yeah, and double palisades coming here for Jabari as wheelbarrow also being researched. So I don't think he's dead. I don't. I think he's in a good position because
I mean,
honestly,
I think the argument that's going on in chat is something like, if he's going to win it, it has to be this full feudal, right? Like, he has to like just build so much at home that he can't get attacked. But how does that even
no, I
work?
disagree. I disagree.
You don't think so?
These military buildings have to be dealt with. I mean, in Hans's position, he should send some knights forward and pressure at least. But I think that there's so much here that Hans is too worried about this to go forward. He built a siege workshop, so a Mangano will be out. I think a ram would have been more preferable
I mean,
here.
Jabari up to 15, 16 farmers, more than Hans has. He's on food heavily. He's up to 400 plus food. He's going to be clicking Castle Age in the next couple minutes.
Yeah, and all these knights needed to be forward to really press here. The double walling continuing, and honestly, I think
Yeah,
Jabari can continue to wall behind this.
absolutely.
And
I
here
think
comes Castle Age.
right, exactly. I think now the knights finally go forward. I think you leave one knight here at home in case Jabari builds anything. Add a ram in to clear up the buildings, but the rest of these knights should be forward right now.
And Jabari's just running around with one Vil right now. Yeah, I think it should have had a ram out of the siege workshop left the knight like you suggest, and then have gone forward because he could have pressured. He could have done a really great job pressuring, but now he's not going to get in here.
Yeah, I mean, and I mean,
Villager counts equal.
yeah, I mean, Han's going to take the Vil lead as Jabari goes up to Castle Age, but only because of that. Hasn't been able to put a second. Oh, now second TC's finally coming down for him. Um, it's just been awkward. I feel like if we had seen those knights come forward earlier like we wanted, this would have been over like it was predicted. But I think Hans has left Jabari a window to recover here.
Yeah, yeah, it's sheep, Kados. I checked. Green has a Vil alive here that's actually attacking the skirmisher to keep itself alive. Knight needs to be sent to deal with that for sure. Jabari getting bloodlines. I saw some blacksmith upgrades coming for his knights as well. So he will actually have better knights than a Frank player as far as upgrades are concerned to start. Finally, the military buildings being cleaned up here. Han's about to destroy the last sneaky town center, but he given too much time to his opponent?
Jabari immediately drops 2 TCs on the same wood line
Ooh.
upon hitting Castle Age.
Not one on gold either. I don't like that.
Yeah, very interesting choice.
Yeah.
Red's
Going
at
pikeman.
yeah,
He's going pikeman.
700 wood, 100 food, 200 gold, less than 100 stone. Kados.
Yeah, he does have a 6-vil lead right now, but I think the
But
military
it's gonna.
lead is about to shift.
I mean, the military's pretty close. It's gonna be 3 TCs against 2 TCs when Jabari gets this up, and Jabari has more food eco to sustain this production. These pikes are huge.
Yeah, that pikeman upgrade is a massive thing right now. So this buys him even more time. He has what, 2 stable production. He has better upgrades on his knights compared to the Frank knights. Oh no, it's equal now. But with pikeman
Yeah.
out, ooh,
Uh,
why are we getting fletching as the Frank player right now?
he put up a range. He built a range. So clearly he's got
Skirmishers,
a
I
plan.
guess. Yeah, I guess
Maybe
that
we're going
makes
to see
sense.
Frank. Hey, this would not be the first time in a tournament that we would see Frank Calf Archers if this happens.
That's true. We have seen that before. On
On Arena.
Arena. Yep.
Uh,
Yeah, no, but I really think that if Jabari can produce more frequently here, he'll be in a fine position. I mean, he's forcing a tech switch into Skirmisher, which you don't really want to go as Franks.
yeah. I mean, Huns from the Skirm. Skirms from the Franks players pretty predictable here.
Yeah. Bad fight
It,
here for
I
Hans.
mean, and oh yeah, bad fight for Hans. But yeah, Hans isn't going to have much of an answer to Knight Skirm and Magnell. I mean, but the numbers are in Jabari's advantage right now. I got the names backwards at first. Whatever. Yeah, Giovanni would prefer Scorpions. Yeah, I think we're generally in agreement throwing Scorpions against the Pikes, right? But Jabari has the military lead 12-1. He can push this. He can take out this Palisade Gate. He can go in.
Yeah, Red definitely panicked. I feel like Hans kind of threw a bit here, giving all that time and letting his military not really do anything for him. And now the Palisade Gate will fall here. There's one monk, so there'll be a conversion, but these units are getting in here if they stay.
Military numbers evening out. Production coming forward.
Yeah, but right now we have Skirm versus Knight and Pike.
Um.
Oh, the quick wall, really?
Jabari going on to stone with 9 Vils.
What? Wow, okay, so maybe thinking about going into some Tarkin.
Or a castle, probably. I don't know. I hope it's not Tarkin. I really
I
hope
would
it's not
love
Tarkin.
it to be Tarkin. That would be spectacular, but Monk's gonna go down here. He did get a few conversions right here, but
Yeah, you got one more there, but these skirms are dead, and that's all the military Hans on the field. This is turned around. Oh, look at
yeah,
Hans recognizing it in chat here.
yeah. I think this is GG. Like I think this shifted so badly with that fight that he took out in the middle, and not being able to defend against this right now. Villager lead gonna shift heavily into the favor of Jabari as the third sound center just came up for Hans here.
I mean, Vil lead now 10 Vil lead, 9 Vil lead for Jabari. The military's all in Jabari's favor, and he's halfway to a castle.
Yeah, and I mean honestly, the forward military here is keeping the base open. He killed another Vil that was trying to wall that up, and military lead still in favor for Jabari as knights splitting nicely, and those knights are gonna kill all these Vils on the stone.
Yeah, so it doesn't look to be a castle anytime soon for Hans unless he uses
Hans
the market
sold.
here.
He sold stone
Yeah,
to get
yeah, I
gold.
know.
So
Yeah, oh yeah, because we talked about the gold being an issue for him, right? Earlier on, when I talked about the map. Both of his goals on the same side by that hill. Uh, Fairly conservative castle from Jabari. I thought he was going to be more aggressive with it.
yeah, but he's on the hill right there in front of that gold.
Oh yeah, it's
I
not a
love
bad
it.
spot.
But yeah, Jabari just sending knights in left and right. He's just trying to keep his opponent guessing at this point, and yeah, I think it won't be long before Jabari takes this one. Surprisingly, after the big investment in feudal and not being able to deal with it, I guess Hans panicking a bit. What's the
Yeah, I
idle
mean
time look like for Jabari? It's got to be massive.
they're honestly both horrible. Hans is at an hour and 11 minutes. Jabari's at an hour and 34 minutes
For Hans, I find
of
this to be acceptable.
idle eco.
Jabari's got town center waypoints just on farms where 6 of them are sitting.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's awful. But but the eco lead here. I mean, 30 Vils up for Jabari at this point.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say I don't like to
Now,
talk like games are over, but I don't see a win condition here.
well, I mean, it's the same thing though. Is that the game isn't over? There's very little military on the field for Jabari right now. His push is completely stalled. This game's not over. It's Jabari's to lose though, which is the same position Hans was in 10, 15 minutes ago. It was his game to lose, and he gave up that advantage.
Yeah, military is an advantage for Hans, but yeah, if he doesn't counter, and even if he tries to counter, I don't think he gets in.
It'd be difficult, but there is enough eco exposed. There's 10, 15 Vils exposed in the middle that could help clear up this gap. He's putting up a fourth
Oh,
TC on the wood line.
knights are in again. Jabari just being relentless, splitting them even. Maybe not. It looks like they were gonna
Maybe
split,
not.
but we do have Tarkin on the field. Look at this.
I think Jabari's just was trying to sustain TC production, getting upgrades. But yeah, production slowed down for him.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I think he thinks he's in a great position with the score right now and with all the raids he's had in here. So, I mean, he's fixed some of his idols at least, and now has all of his eco but one using. And farms continue to come down. He's on wood. A little bit of excess resources for both, really, though. Hans, lots of gold not being spent, which was a problem for him earlier. Now he's got 1,000 of it. There he goes, producing. I know he actually just
I
bought the
mean,
castle.
yeah. Oh yeah, and I don't know that does much for him. It's not on any resource. It's just kind of back behind his whole economy. And Jabari is going to click Imperial any moment.
Yeah, what is Jabari doing with these
Jabari
Vils?
clicked Imp.
Misclick.
Yeah, clicked Imp. He's almost almost ready to build another castle if he wants.
Yeah, and this
He,
castle for Hans doesn't do anything. Would have liked to seen it on right behind the stable on the front of his base.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is Jabari's going to hop out of this castle? Yep. And where's? This, oh no, he built the castle at home. Never mind. They must be afraid here. But look at that, defending 2 gold.
Yeah.
It's not a bad spot to be in.
And he's got pikemen to defend here, so even if he loses a few vills, I think this is a well worth trade. And actually, he's attacking the palisade, so now we've got Hans attacking vills, but he chooses to run after seeing pikemen. Nope, gonna take a bad fight again. So he will clean it up at least, but
yeah, I mean you're Franks. I mean, what else are you gonna do? He's getting some Vil picks here, which is nice, but I mean, Siege coming up in the middle for Jabari, another Monastery coming up in the middle for Jabari, so he's getting ready for this push.
it's a barracks, but
Now,
I'll forgive it.
No, there's Siege and Monastery up in the middle. But anyway, Imp is clicked for Hans, but it's just too little too late. If he would have been able to get up first and get that Treb, it could have been big.
Yeah, and iron casting coming in now. I mean, the eco for Jabari is so much better. I mean, Imp not really going to give Hans anything at this point.
You say the economy is better, but I mean, Jabari had a 30 vil lead, and now it's down to only a 15 vil lead. So Hans is working on closing that gap.
Yeah, but will he have time?
I mean, he has broken through the wood line to the left. Jabari is not on that side. There's a lot of gold out there, there's gold out there. There's stone out there. He could secure himself over here and buy time.
It's true. Jabari gonna break through on the right as well, so lots of stables coming down here for our Frank player, but we already have Rams out on the field, Trebs coming. We have Cavalier in queue for Jabari, with Husbandry coming behind that. Hans about to hit Imp. He is obviously getting stables himself, so it will be cavalry. Dropping a lot of stables again here.
Where is Hans going with these villagers?
To find gold, I imagine. He has no scouting there, so gold being the most important resource for him right now. I think that's probably what he's going for.
Yeah, but with 6 military to 27, Siege in his base, Cavalier in his base, how much does it do for you?
Yep, Light Cav also here, Trebs here.
Cavalier tech coming in for Hans, but there's no military on the field, and there aren't many stables either.
Yeah,
only 3.
Hans starting to lose lots of important things here. The gold is under pressure. He only has a little bit of gold in the back, and villagers still not found anything. Sent 1 vill to scout, and it's going to drop a TC over there, but
yeah, TCs are down. Yeah, it's I think we're finally getting to a point where even Exorcists and Katos couldn't make a call too early at this point.
Yeah.
Which it's a shame for Minter. I thought we were going to finally see our first proper post-imp lanes game with each player in a separate lane, but not today.
Yeah, I mean, Hans doing a great job though. I mean, he's got military numbers now on the front here, so he is going to clean up all the siege. But villager lead is massive. Hans with only 67 vills to the 121 is Jabari's. Even with Jabari not using all of them right now, he still has such a massive lead.
He has at least stabilized, preventing that castle from going down. Military numbers aren't terrible, but he just can't sustain this.
Yeah, and it looks like we're having a full pike switch here, which I think was the right move for Jabari. I think you should just go pike light cav. Halberdier upgrade is in. Still going to produce rams. Has trebs out on the field as well here.
Red needs chem and hand cannon. That seems kind of ambitious.
Need chemistry first.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think there's a question. Great set though.
Yeah.
I mean, what a set! Like game two, Hans showing what he can do on hybrid maps, really impressive there. Game one, obviously, very close game. Uh, just a few
On,
mistakes, and
and this is a very close game. Every game there felt like it could have gone either way.
yeah, absolutely. Both these players should be extremely happy with their performance here in this tournament so far, and I mean, it's not over yet, but whichever player moves on should be extremely happy with their performance and someone to look out for in the next round.
I'm so pleased to see the level of play that we're seeing moving up another 200 elo in our bracket here. Um, Definitely a lot more competitive games, a lot more just better execution. It's made some very interesting games.
Yeah. GG comes in. Jabari taking the set 2-1. GG's, guys. Wow. Uh, well played from both. Interesting to see this one as Paladin was clicked there as well. So Jabari's eco, just wonderful. Both players actually making it to the outside of this one, seeing a bit of the lanes meta for late game maybe, but yeah, I feels bad for Hans here. If they would have been able to prevent that sneak, what might have been?
Yeah, the sneak. But the thing is, it's not the sneak. I mean, the sneak was obviously a big part of what happened there. But what it came down to is what we were talking about in early Castle Age for Hans is sure make a siege, make a battering ram, leave one knight at home just to guard against that forward and take down the buildings eventually. But he should not have left his military at home. He should have got it forward. He
Yeah,
should have got. He should have pressured in that early Castle Age when Jabari was stuck on Feudal Age, and it was his game to lose, as Exorcist and Chaos pointing out.
absolutely.
Katos, I'm talking proper post imp, not a game where both players get into imp when the game's already over.
Hitch's greatest dream is to have every game that we cast become a wood game.
No, no, my greatest dream is for a Byzantine player to make skirmishers
That's
in
true.
post imp.
That's true. But what a set tonight, guys! That was insane. I'm so excited to see. This is only the round of 32, guys. Like we have one more set in the round of 64. The round of 32 is well underway. The deadline is approaching quickly. We will give some players some extra time because of the round of 64 stuff, but we've already casted a lot of these sets, and every night I feel like everything gets even more competitive. So cannot wait to see how this goes. If you guys want to avoid spoilers, look away as I am going to pull up the bracket here, and we are going to update it here live on stream. So if you haven't seen any of the games, YouTube's about to be hit hard with a bunch of these uploads. Please look away. But here is the bracket, and Jabari taking this set 2-1. GG's. There's the updated bracket. Only one set left in this round of 64 here. So obviously we're allows for some more time for some of these sets to be played. Some of these sets have already been played. I know at least two, three more sets have already been played.
Yeah, there's a
So
good number of them floating around still.
absolutely. But honestly, this has been insane. I'm super excited. Can't wait to see how this continues forward. But guys, that's gonna be it for this evening. What a set! Thank you guys for all the support as well. It's been insane.
Yeah,
Definitely record sub count probably here at 9 subscribers. So it's been great,
yeah,
guys.
yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, Kato's night. He'd been moving for like a month. He just didn't have time to play. Wasn't in it, so he didn't play terribly. It's just he wasn't up to his normal level, right, Juice?
Yeah, and I think he just had a lot going on mentally. So obviously that's something that distracted him. But yeah. Otherwise, guys, that's gonna do it for us tonight. Any closing words, Hitch?
Very excited to see these games play so well. Thanks for playing, everyone. Very excited to see so many people joining in on these things. We've had, you know, 10 plus viewers, weeknights, weekends. It's very good to see.
Absolutely. Manta, I will not be planning a 4v4 show match anytime soon.
You'll participate in one though.
I will participate in one, but not anytime soon either. All of my free time is going towards casting right now.
Oh,
Every
four by
chance that I get.
4v4 trade hubs.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens, guys.
The question there is, have you seen the trade hubs gen for team games? Because it's ugly.
No, I like it. It looks great.
Uh, yeah. But anyway, I'm distracting from your outro here.
Not a problem, but you guys have been great here. I appreciate it. If you guys do watch this on YouTube, make sure to like, follow, subscribe, share, all that lovely stuff. But guys, that's gonna do it tonight. Jabari taking the set 2-1 against Hans. Looking forward to casting more and more of these sets. Probably try to do 2 sets tomorrow night. I'm trying to do 2 sets every night, but tonight a little bit of a late start. But thank you guys for all the support again. It has been insane. Good to have you all, and see you guys tomorrow. Later.